Well, good evening, Lakewood Cougar basketball fans. We are joined tonight for a first-round district game featuring the Seahawks from Anacortes against the Lakewood Cougars. This is a matchup of the number 4 seed Lakewood and the number 5 seed Anacortes. The winner to face the winner of the Linden High School versus Squalicum, which is also being played tonight in Linden. Squalicum beat Bellingham 39-38 in a very close contest last Tuesday night, for the right to play the Linden Lions. Anacortes is on a 5-game winning streak to run their conference record to 7-7, but let's be honest about that 5-game winning streak. They beat Mount Baker, Meridian, and Cedral Woolley, who have combined to have a 3-37 record this year. So I'm not sure that that's much of a barometer for how the Seahawks are playing. Earlier on in the year, early in December, one of the first league games of the year, the Cougars pretty much ran the Seahawks out of the gym 70-37 in a win earlier. The Cougars come into the game tonight 11-5 overall and 8-3 in league. Anacortes is 9-7 overall, 7-7 in league. So now let's go to the floor for Steve Jensen for the starting lineups.
The number 5 seed Anacortes Seahawks and your number 4 seed Lakewood Cougars. And now let's meet the starting lineup first for the visiting Seahawks. Announced by head coach Mike Snap. A 6-foot junior, number 10, Raven Coleman. A 5-foot 8-inch junior, number 14, James Tyler. 6-foot 1-inch junior, number 15, John Fritz Von Hill. A 6-foot 4-inch junior, number 33, Jacob Hayes. And a 6-foot freshman, number 34, Brady Peters. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Lakewood head coach Anthony Wiedeker.
starting lineups tonight. The national anthem's been sung, and we're going to throw it up. Starting again for the Seahawks, Braden Thomas, Jace Frydenlund, John Fitz Von Hagel, Jacob Hayes, Brady Beener. They list Beener as a 6-foot freshman, but he is by far the tallest player on the floor, and he is certainly taller than the other 6-foot tall players listed on the court. For the Cougars, Anthony Wiedeker is running out his traditional starting lineup. Malloy, Taylor, Stacy, Weller, and Conyers. Well, Andrew Malloy to jump against Brady Beener, and Beener wins the tap easily, knocking it in to backcourt. Excuse me, that was Jacob Hayes, number 33, jumping the 6'4" post, tipping to Beener, the 6-foot guard. Some quick offense down. Seahawks are showing us a box and one here tonight with John Fritz Von Hagel playing Blake Conyers man-to-man. Ball goes from Stacy into the key to Taylor, and Taylor ties it up in 2. Just underway tonight here at Lakewood High School. And the Seahawks look to probe this Anacortes zone. Ball goes inside to John Fritz Von Hagel, and he lays it in, and that puts the Seahawks ahead 4-2. Taylor now just fakes it, gets it inside, drops it to Malloy, shakes off a Seahawk, back to Taylor, who lays it in. We're tied at 4. Ball goes into the post to Hayes. Makes a little spin move off the back iron. Conyers has it, but Hayes is able to track it down. Now it's kicked out to the wing. Little pump fake. Now a deep 3 from Thomas. That's off the iron. Thomas had 7 threes the other night in the victory. In their last victory. Back tapped away by Stacy to Conyers. Ahead to Weller for 3 from the wing. It's off the rim. Taylor fighting for the rebound. It's off his hands, out of bounds as it's just knocked away. So 6 minutes to go. We're 2 minutes into this game. It's been up and down, and the Seahawks and the Cougars remain tied at 4. The freshman Beener playing the point. That's John Fritz Von Hagel looking to penetrate. Now he skips it back to the freshman, and he looks like his pocket's picked by Evan Stacy, knocked away. Taylor recovers it, and Taylor lays it in. Good defense by Evan Stacy, picking the pocket of Brady Beener, and then getting on the floor and getting up ahead to Taylor. Again, this Cougar zone extending its pressure. Most of a 1-2-2 set. Into the post, looking weak side. Penetration, Stacy again gets his hand on it. And another deep 3 from Thomas off the iron. Stacy with the rebound. Cougars on the attack with a 2-point lead. Weller into the key, finds Malloy, drop steps, puts it up. A lot of contact, no foul. And Hayes with the rebound. Hayes is the other big scorer for the Seahawks, averaging about 15 points a game. Gets it in the mid-post. Stacy digs down, doesn't get it. Beener goes by him, and now we reset. Again, ball flashing into from the opposite post, side post area, and again, Stacy back picks it down, knocks it away to Conyers. Another steal from Stacy. Taylor with a quick pass on low to Malloy. Malloy ends up on the seat of his pants, and no foul called. And so 4:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Anthony Wiedeker wants a 30-second timeout. Cougars are leading 6-4. And we're back. Cougars going to show some pressure now. Ball up the sideline, saved nicely. And there's the three from Beener. It's off the mark. Deal drives down. He tracks it down, but he steps out of bounds as he secures the rebound. Stacy with the ball now as they look to probe against this now more of a diamond, and one inside to Taylor. Taylor shoots it and he scores. Taylor with 8 points. That ball's knocked away by Stacy. And all of them have been relatively close to the basket. Cougars again showing that pressure, looking to trap. Anacortes gets it up the sidelines now, and they kick it out one more time to Thomas, who's now 0 for 3 from three-point range. Weller with the ball on the attack. Now Taylor for 3. He leaves it short, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's off the rim, and it's going to be Anacortes ball. Trailing 8-4, 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. Cougars looking to trap. The referees are allowing it to be very physical so far tonight. And there's a travel by Jace Freidenland, who tried to get going, but he ended up moving both his feet as he was getting going. Cougar ball inbounds. And into the game now for the first time is Owen Rucker, the 5'9" senior. Taylor looking to penetrate, not there, cut off. Back to Stacy, now to Taylor, tries to penetrate again and cut off. Forces one up, into contact. Braden Thomas was there on the defense and knocks it out of bounds. It's off Thomas. As you can see that there's been a controller issue with the hoops, so we still have our hoops down here during the night. We've got retired handyman Dan Green now here helping us out. Appreciate Dan being there. Inbound to Taylor off the front rim. Malloy cleans it up for 2, and the Cougars now lead by 6. And that ball goes to the baseline to John Fitz Von Hagel, and he is able to lay it in, and he is fouled. Into the game now, Connor Barton, and out will be Braden Thomas.
First person of the first team. Fitz Von Hagel at the line shooting.
Von Hagel's now going to go to the line to shoot one shot to try to bring the Anacortes Seahawks back to within 3. It's up and it's good, so 10-7 now, 2:19 to go in the first quarter. Ball comes into Rucker. In the corner, Rucker jumps in the air. Now Dylan Wilson's into the game. Rucker dishes to Wilson. Lane is missed. And Anacortes is on the attack. And once again, Freidenland splays his feet as he gets going. And that kind of cartoon start where he takes a couple of extra steps prior to putting the ball on the floor. And that's the travel. So the Cougar lineup is Wilson and Rucker, Owen Rucker. Conyers finally gets the ball. That's his first touch of the quarter, I think. And he shoots a quick three, and it's off, rebounded by Hayes. So Wilson, Rucker, Weller, Justice Taylor, and Blake Conyers are into the game. There's a three ball from Von Hagel, and that ties the game at 10 with 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Ball goes into the high post to Taylor, gives a little fake, and he's able to go by the much bigger Hayes. Gets into his body. Hayes goes up, blocks the shot, but he gets him with the body, and that's a foul call. So, foul on Hayes. That's his first personal, and the first foul called on Anacortes tonight. Taylor misses the first, and we stay tied at 10 with 1:02 left to go. Now Ben Rucker is into the game for Wilson. Evan Stacy returns for Conyers. No. For Dylan Wilson. Conyers stays in the game. Second shot by Taylor is up, and it's good. Cougars take a 1-point lead here, as Stacy is the only one in the one-man press now sprinting back. So he's going to play the bottom of the zone with Weller and Ben Rucker up top. More of a 1-3-1 look for the Cougars because Anacortes is running the high post. Little pump fake, now kick out, not there. Chase down on the wing. 7 on the shot clock, 37 on the game clock. 3 from the corner. It's up, it's off the back rim. Justice Taylor does a great job of blocking out. Taps the ball to a teammate, but unfortunately it's secured by Gabe Eilertson. And he gets the ball, he lays it in. Actually, that's going to be Connor Barton with the rebound and the lay-in. And he counts, and he's going to go to the line for 1. Eli Hankry now into the game for Hayes. Malloy into the game for Conyers. That ball rattles around and drops. And here the Cougars come with less than 30 seconds in the quarter. They're going to play for the last shot. With Conyers on the bench, Anacortes is going to a 2-3 zone away from the box and 1. And the Cougars are going to again try to work the high post area with Justice Taylor there and Andrew Malloy Lone. And Taylor takes the hippity hop, and the travel is called. 6.9 seconds left to go. Seahawks lead 13-11, and they will now have the ball for the last shot. Quickly up the floor, Von Hagel penetrates, throws up a little runner, misses it, tries to get the tip. Not there. Evan Stacy with the rebound, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So, 1 quarter in the books. Seahawks, who at one point trailed 10-4, now lead 13-11. 60-second break, and we're going to be back in 45. Lakewood ball coming out of the quarter, trailing by 2. Conyers, Ben Rucker, Taylor, Malloy, and Weller on the floor. Von Hagel is now going to go back to guarding Conyers man-to-man on the floor with Eilertson. That's Rucker with it. Good Hagel boxing out. Malloy goes after it, forces that to go out of bounds. Eli Hankry as we set the floor for the Seahawks, Connor Barton, Brady Beener is in the lineup as Malloy spins, steps in, puts up a little lay-in. Great job by Malloy to just post up Hankey on that inbounds pass, catches it and lays it in. We're tied at 13, just underway here in the second quarter. Back cut by Von Hagel, pump fake, puts it up, lays it in. Nice find by Gabe Eilertson to find Von Hagel on the back cut, and they're now leading by 2. Again, Anacortes. Weller misses the shot, Recker gets the rebound, throws it into back court, and that's going to be an over and back violation on the Cougars. Braden Thomas back into the game for Gabe Eilertson, and he gave them good minutes, some good effort. Nice pass on the back cut in the last possession to give the Seahawks the 2-point lead. Ball comes into Thomas, and the Seahawks will set up and run their offense against this Cougar zone. Cougars featuring more of a 2-3 look right now, but Anacortes has been flashing people to the high post, which has turned their zone into more of a 1-3-1. Malloy knocks it away from Von Hagel on the floor, and he gets it to Conyers. Conyers ahead to Rucker. Rucker is a little too deep, tries to lay it in, has his shot blocked, although I'm not sure it was much of the defense as more as it was the backboard. Deep to Thomas, and he's 0 for 4 on the night. Taylor tries to knock it to himself, but Hankry gets it and lays it in. The 6'3 senior working hard on the glass. Ball now for 3 from Taylor, and Taylor drills it. Justice Taylor brings the Cougars back to within 1 at 17-16, and I think by my count he has 11 of the 16 points tonight. Now another deep 3, and that's good. That's Von Hagel answering, and we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a full timeout, and it's full timeout by the Anacortes coach. And we're going to have a 60-second break. We'll be back in 45. 5 minutes, 52 seconds left to go here in the half. Anacortes Seahawks are leading the Lakewood Cougars 20-16. A much different Anacortes team that's playing than we saw earlier in the year when the Cougars on December 7th beat them 70-32. Anacortes is playing the box and one with Von Hagel man-to-man against Conyers. And the Cougars have yet to solve it. Conyers has, I think, just one touch on the offensive end, and he has 1-3. He's 0 for 3. Taylor, who's been the do-all everything tonight, misses the 3, and Weller crashes the glass, but it's knocked out of his hands, so it's now Cougar ball underneath. Jacob Hayes now back into the game, into the post for the Seahawks, as Andrew Malloy tries to spin and step in again. Can't do it. Comes to Conyers. Conyers is under heavy pressure, tries to get it back to Weller, and he throws it out of bounds. A Cougar turnover. Good job on the defensive end that time by Hayes, as he didn't let Malloy step in and lay it in the way he was able to on the last baseline inbounds play. Connor Barton now coming out of the game as Jace Frydenlund comes back in. Von Hagel gets it to Frydenlund, now into the middle to Hayes. Hayes with a pump fake, kicks it out. 15 on the shot clock as Anacortes works it around and attacks this Cougar zone. Little penetration and a jump shot by Biener, and the rebound by Taylor, and here he comes on the attack. No one stops the ball. He goes right to the basket, lays it up, and he is fouled. Justice Taylor with the rebound, puts his head down and heads up the floor to go coast to coast. He gets to the rim and lays it in, but he is fouled and it comes off. That's the second team foul on Anacortes. First on Braden Thomas. Both teams have 2 fouls as the referees, like most playoff games, allow the game to be a little more physical, and the teams are playing a little bit tougher. Taylor misses the first, the second one is up and it's off. He's 1 for 4 from the line tonight. That ball is dribbled off of Rucker's foot as Barton tries to bring it up the floor, and that is going to be Anacortes' ball, although they reset the 30-second clock, or maybe it never started, because that was definitely a clear possession. Ball comes in, now we've got the trap by the pressure. Von Hagel bringing it up the floor, kicks it to the corner to Thomas. Thomas for 3, off again. Taylor again chases that down, fights hard with Hayes, wins the battle one more time. Taylor listed at 6'1", Hayes listed at 6'4", but Taylor is out muscling him and out quicking him to the basketball. Ball comes into Taylor at the high post. He looks high-low for Malloy, doesn't have it. Takes it in, kicks it out to Rucker. He looks to penetrate. Back to Taylor for 3, and it's off the mark. Box out by Hayes on Malloy, and the ball is secured by Frydenlund. Barton gets away with changing his pivot foot as Anacortes now sets up the offense. 4 minutes to go in the half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas now looks to penetrate, gets it to Thomas from the baseline, and Jacob Hayes, sorry, not Thomas, Jacob Hayes. It's the assist from Thomas, puts in the little 12-footer from the baseline. Seahawks now lead 22-16. Rucker for 3, that's off the mark. And Hayes again fights hard for the rebound, shields off Malloy. Malloy continues to work hard on the offensive glass. Nothing to show for it that time. Von Hagel gets the ball at the free throw line, misses it. Taylor with another rebound, bringing it up in transition, finds Malloy up ahead, floats it to him. Just a little bit too much air on that. Connor Barton is able to knock it away. Cougar ball on the baseline. Stacy out now. Foul on Jace Frydenlund. That's his first personal. That is the third team foul on the Seahawks. Just time Justice Taylor spins inside and lays it in. Very successful inbounds play. We've seen work twice. Just a simple step in the crotch and post up. Get the inbounds pass. Von Hagel from the corner for 3, and he drills it. 25-19 now. 25-18. Seahawks lead. Seahawks are only 7 points away from their total for the entire game earlier in the season. That time Von Hagel is called for a foul away from the ball, holding Conyers as he tries to find a way to get open. Into the game now is Landon Schaefer, and out comes Braden Thomas, who was posted up by Justice Taylor on that last inbounds play, and Coach Schneff has seen enough and pulls him out right away. Stacy back into the game. This is the three. Hayes knocks it away from trying to block out Malloy. Gets a hand on it, but he knocks it out of bounds. So we'll see if they let him step in. Stacy's now in for Conyers. And we see a more traditional 2-3 zone played by the Seahawks. Referee's now talking to Von Hagel about not letting Malloy step in and post up on him. And this time they lob to Taylor as they're so worried about Malloy. Ball is not there. Great inbounds pass. Everybody was looking at Malloy. Taylor floats to the middle of the key. Little lob, but off the rim. But out of bounds off the Seahawks. Weller again inbound it. 2:19 to go in the half. Seahawks lead by 7. Stacy from the corner for 3. Brings the Cougars back to within 4 at 25-21. 2:12 to go. Hayes looks to answer, takes it right to Malloy, misses it, works for his own rebound, knocked away from him. Weller secures it. Here come the Cougars on the run. Weller's turned around, finds Malloy, finds Taylor. Taylor backing his way in. And now Weller for 3. That ball is off, but Malloy has another offensive rebound. Goes up, Hayes blocks it, no call. And now the Seahawks are on the attack. Turned around at the half line by good Cougar defense. Schaefer now has it in the corner, looks out top to the point. Goes by Stacy, finds Schaefer in the corner for 3. That ball is off the front rim, and Rucker with the rebound. Cougars on the attack one more time, trailing by 4, 1:22 now in the half. One-handed jump pass to Stacy, kicks to Weller. And Weller has it and resets. Stacy flashes to Taylor in the corner for 3. Short off the front rim. Von Hagel can't box out Malloy. Does a great job again on the offensive rebound. Gets the rebound and secures the jump ball. Multiple subs now into the game. We'll get them for you as soon as we can. But for the Cougars, Malloy's coming out, who's done great work on the offensive glass, staying out of foul trouble. And Conyers now is back into the game. Cougars now call a timeout. 1:06 left to go in the first half. 25-21. They trail the Anacortes Seahawks. And we'll be back in 45 seconds. It will be Cougar ball on the jump. I'm not sure why it's Cougar ball. They got the ball at the quarter. Now they're turning it around. The arrow pointed towards the Seahawks. So it'll be Anacortes ball. The Cougars are going to have some pressure here, and they're looking to trap. Von Hagel takes a couple dribbles, going nowhere, and now it looks like they're going to try to get him in the middle of the press break, and the Seahawks get the ball across. Into the game is Gabe Eilerstern. Jace Friedland with the ball out front. Landon Schaefer with the ball there in the corner, and he drives and lays it in. Schaefer with a penetration from the wing, gets to the rim, lays it in. 33 seconds left to go here in the first half. Cougars trailing 27-21. 2-3 zone now by the Seahawks. Even though Conyers is in the game, they've gone away from their box and one. Taylor from 3, and he gets it. So Justice Taylor answers. And the Seahawks attack. Long three off the rim at the buzzer. Gabe Eilerston shoots the long three at the buzzer. It is off the mark, and we go to half. It is 27-24 at the half. An exciting first half of basketball, and we will take a moment to pause. We'll be back after 10-minute halftime. We'll be back in 9 minutes. Thanks for joining us on the Cougar live stream. Well, we are back from halftime. Minute now on the clock. Anacortes and the Cougars both coming out late from halftime. The Seahawks not even going to take any warm-up shots, having spent a lot of time in the locker room with their coach, and now again in the huddle getting some last-minute instructions. Cougars came out late, have been shooting for about 2 minutes as they prepare for the second half, trailing 24-27. The leading scorer for the Seahawks was John Fritz von Hagel. He had 16 of the Seahawks' 27 points. Answering him almost shot for shot, actually one bettering him, Justice Taylor, who had 17 of the Cougar 24 points. Andrew Malloy had 2 baskets, one on an offensive rebound, one on a spin move on an inbounds play. And Evan Stacy had 1 3-pointer. Yet to get on the scoreboard is one of the Cougars' leading scorers, Blake Conyers. The Seahawks showed a box-to-one defense with Von Hagel playing shutdown defense on Conyers. He got but 1 touch, and he had 1 shot. Cougar ball at the half line, inbounds, and here we start the third quarter. Cougars easily beat the Seahawks 70-37 back on December 7th. And if we see them get on a roll, we can see the Cougars roll up some big numbers here in the second half. Conyers has it in the corner, pump fakes Von Hagel, overruns it, and Conyers drills a 3. Good sign for the Cougar offense. Referee stops the game because the 30-second clock did not reset. So good sign for the Cougars that Conyers hit that 3 from the corner. Ties the ball game up to 27. 7.5 minutes to go. Now the referee stopped the clock again. Game again. Looks like the clock may have become unplugged now. And now we finally start seeing the side hoops coming up and getting out of the way, thanks to the efforts of Dan Green, coming out of retirement. To adjust the controllers and get the hoops out of the way. It's going to be Seahawk ball on the sideline as they plug the clock back in. It was fortuitous that the cord came unplugged at the same time that the baskets could go up. So Seahawks inbound the ball, 7:30 to go in this third quarter, just underway. Conyers on the opening possession, hits the 3 to tie the game up. Offensive foul there called by Jace Frydenland on the illegal screen. That ball's going to go back for the Cougars, who are going to look for their first lead since they led 10-9. Cougars got off to a quick start, leading by 10-4, and then Anacortes really took over and ran it out to 27-24. Flash to Taylor in the high post, goes to the basket. Von Hagel stands his ground. A lot of contact. Taylor goes to ground. No foul. Here comes the Seahawks on the attack. Ball into Hayes in the middle. Little spin move with the left hand. And he gives the Seahawks the lead again at 29-27. Sorry for the fact that some baskets might go up in your picture. Looks like they're out of the way now. And so that's great for our fans and for our viewers. Taylor, nothing but net from 3. And the Cougars have the lead at 30-29. 6:22 to go. Thomas answers with his own 3. And now we're going to have a foul called out on the floor. So Thomas off the schneid, missed all of his three-point attempts in the first half. So we've seen Conyers get his first three of the night. Now Thomas answers with his first three of the night. Taylor three sandwiched around them, and here come the Cougars on the attack. Anacortes back into their box and one with Von Hagel shadowing Conyers everywhere he goes. Weller with a little penetration. The 8-footer from the middle of the key is good. Now Hayes has it. He spins on Taylor, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Hayes goes through Taylor, did not have to, could have stepped around him and laid it in. Taylor did a great job of establishing position. And now the 32-32 tie, 5:39 to go in the third quarter. The Seahawks call a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 25 on this Cougar live stream event. Cougar ball on the attack, tie ball game here. Taylor with the ball at the point, Weller on the wing. He's playing a little screen and roll with Conyers. Weller a deep three, and he drills it. Mason Weller with the three, giving the Cougars a 3-point lead. And here they go. Fryland tries to answer with the three, and he does. Fryland with the three. 35-35. Taylor to Malloy cutting. Inside out to Weller, and they call him for the travel. That referee has been very consistent calling traveling on players when they splay their feet before they move and put the ball on the ground. 35-35 tie, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Friedland penetrates, steps by it, and Stacy lays it up, misses it. Stacy fights him off for the rebound. Friedland makes a good move, but he can't get it. Now Taylor turns, spins, knocked it away to Malloy in the corner. Thomas guarding him. Taylor pump fakes Thomas into the air, drives. There's Weller. Decides not to shoot, gets it back to Taylor at the top. Stacy now into Malloy. Inside out with Stacy, skip to Taylor. Taylor for three, and it's good! Justice Taylor! He now has at least 23 for the night, as he has put the Cougars on his back. He's got 2/3 of their points tonight so far, and he is not going to let this team get too far behind or lose. 38-35, Cougar lead. Thomas for three. It's off the front rim, Malloy with the rebound. Cougars on the attack with a chance to go up by more than one possession for the first time since early in the game. Thomas knocks away the pass to Malloy. Turnover on the Cougars, and the Seahawks are going to come back on the attack. Again, Friedland is taking Stacy, not there. Tries to hit it off to Von Hagel, who knocks it away, but Conyers gets it knocked away and then out of bounds off the Seahawks, and it goes out of bounds. Jace Friedland is coming out of the game, and into the game is Connor Martin. Rucker now has it, looks to penetrate, not there. Hayes comes over, knocks it away. Rucker stays with it, gets it back and lays it in. Cougars now by 5. See how the Seahawks handle the adversity for the first time, trailing by more than one possession. That's going to be a foul on the Cougars. Evan Stacy. It'll be Anacortes ball on the side. That's the first foul called on the Cougars this half. And that's the second personal on Stacy. Von Hagel from the corner for three, off the mark, not there. Weller with the rebound, knocked away to Malloy, off Malloy and out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds. And the referee wristed a single Cougar ball. Another referee comes in and says, "Are you sure?" And they change the call. It's going to be Seahawk ball out of bounds. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Cougars by 5. Throw it up high to Hayes over the top of Weller. Turns and shoots it, misses it. Von Hagel with the rebound. Looks over to Thomas, but he throws it out of bounds. Good look by Von Hagel to find Thomas on the weak side. Would have been wide open for a three, but the execution just quite wasn't there as he sails the ball out of bounds. Cougar ball on the turnover. Cougars looking to attack now. Conyers for a three, and he is a short. So he made his first shot. That's his second shot of the half. I believe he's 0 for 3 for the night. Conyers usually has 3 in the first couple minutes of the game. So this Anacortes defense has really been focusing on Conyers tonight, and that has allowed Justice Taylor to get free. He's got close to 25 points tonight of the Cougars' 40. 2:13 to go. Up to Hayes at the high post, off his hands. Taylor with the run out. Now in the post to Hayes, puts it on the floor. Stacy knocks it away, right to Rucker. Taylor on the attack, little step hesitation, runs into Thomas, goes down, no call. Taylor gets it back and lays it in. Justice Taylor, again, not letting this Cougar team get behind falter, and he's bringing them back. Ball goes deep to Hayes, triple team, but he puts it up and in. Jacob Hayes with the lay-in. And the Seahawks are back to within 5, 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. Taylor hesitates, and he stops and drills a three. Justice Taylor, another three. He's getting close to that 30-point mark tonight. And with 1:12 left to go, the Seahawks now have an 8-point lead. Hayes penetrates off the front rim, not there. Conyers with the rebound. Looks long to Stacy, decides not to. Gets it to Taylor. Anacortes in a traditional now 2-3 zone. Ball's dropped into Malloy. He's called for the double dribble. Anacortes is having to shift their defense away from that box and one because Justice Taylor is lighting them up. They have controlled Blake Conyers with that defense, but it does you no good to stop one leading scorer if you let the other scorer go twice his average. Under a minute now to go. Anacortes on the attack, down by 8. Little spin, going to the basket, up and missing the lay-in is Connor Barton. Taylor with the rebound and in transition, and he goes to the rim. Misses the lay-in. Von Hagel with the rebound. Hayes is up there challenging Taylor. But the way Justice has been shooting tonight, I never thought I'd see him miss an easy shot like that. Thomas for three, not there. Taylor with the rebound, and he's fouled. Justice Taylor doing it on both ends of the floor. Scoring, rebounding. We haven't seen a lot of dishing tonight. But he is doing it all for the Cougars. Cougar ball now, 19 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 4th team foul on the Seahawks. And that's the first foul on Landon Schaefer. Von Hagel comes out and jumps at Weller. Weller goes right by and finds Conyers in the corner of 3. Blake Conyers puts it in. They're taking the box and one off, and now Conyers is open and he gets it. Thomas from the corner for 3. Off the rim, Evan Stacy with the rebound. And the Cougars lead 48-37. The Cougars put 24 points up in the third quarter, playing the good defense that held the Seahawks to 10 points as they now take an 11-point lead. 60 seconds between quarters. We'll be back in 45. Cougars leading 48-37. An exciting third quarter where the Cougs put up 24 points, led by Justice Taylor, who by my count had 12 points of that quarter, half the Cougars total, and has 28 for the game of the Cougars' 48. Conyers with 6, Stacy with 3, Malloy with 4. Weller hit a couple of threes in that, couple of baskets, 1-3 in that quarter as well. That's going to be a block on
number 3, Owen Rucker. That's his first personal.
Rucker. That's his first personal. He comes out. Malloy comes back in. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Cougars leading by 11. Ball comes into Thomas, who's not had a great night shooting tonight. Penetration by Barton. He misses it. Conyers with the rebound. And the Cougars are on the attack. They head to Rucker. And Taylor will control the ball from the point. Anacortes now in their 2-3 zone, not the box and one anymore. The Cougars have shot them out of that box and one defense. And now they attack. 10 on the shot clock. Weller penetrates to Taylor, guarded by Thomas. Puts up a shot, wasn't quite squared up, off the glass, misses everything. But Malloy was in perfect position to get the rebound, and he was fouled by Schaefer. And now that's his second personal. That's the 15th foul on Anacortes. 7:17 to go. Cougars lead by 11. Now ball goes into the corner for Rucker for 3. Off the rim, not there. Hayes with the rebound. And Schaefer will have it on the attack. Seahawks working the ball around, looking for penetration. Von Hagel now with the drive. He puts up a little runner, not there. It's his own rebound. Puts it in. I think that's Von Hagel's first basket of the second half after leading the Seahawks with 16 in the first half. Under double digit now. Cougar lead is only 9. But since they trailed most of the first half, that's a good sign. Conyers whips a pass down low to Malloy. Malloy misses the lay-in, hits the underside of the rim, and that ball is knocked out of bounds. Seahawk ball. Gabe Eilerston is into the game now for the Seahawks. Seahawks on the attack, into Von Hagel in the middle. His pocket's picked by Conyers. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor on the run, goes to the rim and is hammered. So Justice Taylor's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That's also going to be shooting the 1-and-1 after that.
Justice Taylor will be on the line, shooting 2.
So Taylor shooting 2. He's got around 30 points tonight. If he makes these 2, I am sure he'll be over 30. First one is up and it's out. Taylor, normally a very good free throw shooter, was just 1 for 4 from the line in the first half and misses that one. Anacortes now calls a full timeout. 6:13 left to go in the game. They're going to trail by They trail now by 9 with Taylor at the free throw line looking to give the Cougars another double-digit lead. 60-second timeout. We're going to be back in 45 on your Cougar live stream. We're back, 6:13 to go here in the game. Cougars with the 48-39 lead. Justice Taylor on the line. It's up and it's good. Seahawks now working the ball around as the Cougars are focused on man-to-man defense. And that's a three from the corner by Gabe Eilerstein. Conyers, great one-handed pass to Stacy, cutting to the basket, beating the press. Evan Stacy running the floor, finishes. Cougars still lead by 11. Penetration, little push off that time by Freiderland. Still can't get it to go. Taylor and Malloy on the boards, and now the Seahawks are coming out, playing really trapping, aggressive, trying to get the passing lane defense. They get the steal, and they're on the attack. Cougars again featuring the man-to-man defense. Von Hagel crosses over Conyers. Malloy with the rebound on Von Hagel, misses the shot. Up the floor to Stacy, to Conyers down the middle, and he is fouled. Blake Conyers now running the floor, going to the rim as the Cougars are really comfortable playing at this tempo, and Anacortes is playing catch-up.
Number 24, Schaefer, that's his fourth personal, 17.
Foul on Schaefer, that's his fourth personal. Conyers is going to shoot 2, and he is going to have a shooting foul, and the Cougars are going to have 1-1 the rest of the way. Conyers rattles that one out. Thomas back into the game for Schaefer. And an animated coach, Seneff, yelling at his charges. Anacortes players run into each other, almost knock it away. Rutgers just about comes up with it, but he doesn't. Now Freiderland goes to the basket against Evan Stacy. Full court press now, man to man. Now they're looking to double by the Seahawks. Cougars break it easily, get the ball to Taylor in the middle, to Conyers in the corner. Not there, but Rutgers there with the follow. Quickly up ahead, and they're going to, it looks like Anacortes' offensive game plan is just to have Freiderland take the ball at Stacy. He's done it about 4 times in a row. He's scored once out of those 4 times, as Evan Stacy has done a good job on the defensive end, playing tough and holding his ground. Von Hagel's going to come out.
Timeout, Cougars, full timeout.
And now with 4:24 left to go in the game, full timeout by the Cougars. That's a 60-second timeout. We'll reset and bring you the last half of the 4th quarter when we come back. You're on the Cougar live stream, YouTube, Facebook, Lakewood School District. Seahawk ball on the Cougar turnover at the baseline. Cougars are going to pick up full court. Very comfortable playing at this accelerated tempo. The Seahawks have been chasing the ball most of the second half. So Cougars press, leading by 9, 4:24 to go, and the Cougars will be shooting free throws the rest of the game, and it may just come down to how many free throws the Cougars can make. Stacy playing Friedland, who again takes the ball to the corner. This time it's out to Barton, goes up to the lane, and he is fouled by Rucker. So it's going to put Connor Barton on the line for 2 shots, which is exactly what the Seahawks want, is to be able to score while the clock is stopped and get closer. But they also have to make their free throws, and Barton does just that, making the first one. Weller, Rucker, Stacy, Taylor, and Conyers on the floor for the Cougars. Thomas, Hayes, Barton, Beener, and Friedland on the floor for the Seahawks. This is the second one, so they don't take advantage of the fouls. Up by 8. Beautiful pass just over the hands of Hayes. Rucker gathers it in, goes to the rim and lays it in. Cougs lead by 10. Hayes now has it on the wing, and they again are taking Stacy to the basket. Kick to Barton for 3, front rims it, and Justice Taylor with the rebound, and he is tripped up coming out of backcourt. Justice Taylor shooting, scoring, dishing, rebounding, defending. He is not to be denied tonight, as he has put this team on his back. He's got 30 of their 50 points, 55 points, looking for more here at the line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew tonight for the Cougars against the Seahawks, who did everything in their power in the first half to take Blake Conyers out of the game, which they did successfully. Another miss by Taylor from the line. I'd say it's a rare miss, but he struggled from the line tonight. Hayes now to the basket, lays it in, and he gets the roll, and Anacortes calls a 30-second timeout. 3:32 to go in the fourth quarter, 55-47 Cougars, 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 25. Full house tonight here in Lakewood High School. Anacortes traveled well. The Cougar students are out in force, as are the students' parents. The winner gets into the quarterfinals of the district tournament and will face the winner of the Squalicum-Linden game, which is being played at Linden tonight in Mount Vernon on Monday night. The loser will play Monday night at the higher seed. So if it'll be either the Cougars or the Seahawks hosting if Linden holds serve and wins. Conyers goes to the basket, takes the contact from Hayes. No foul. Hayes with the rebound. Anacortes on the attack. Thomas for 3. He's still struggling with it tonight. Taylor with another rebound, and he brings up the ball in transition. Finds Conyers, who finds Malloy. Blocked by Friedland, and off the standard and out of bounds. Into the game now is Schaefer and Von Hagel, in for Beener and Barton. Got a foul before the inbounds. It's going to be 1-on-1 for the Cougars. That foul was on Hayes for holding Malloy, and this is the second time they've called a foul on the Seahawks as the Cougars are trying to run an inbounds play after they've thrown it in underneath the basket a couple of times. Malloy with the 1-and-1. It's up, and it's good. Cougars now by 9, 3:02 to go. That's the 19th foul on the Seahawks, so the Cougars will be shooting double bonus the rest of the way. The Cougars have only been called for 3 fouls here in the second half. 10-point lead for the Cougars, 57-47. Thomas again for 3, and he's again had a tough night shooting. Hayes with the rebound, kicks to Thomas. And that ball's popped away by Conyers, right to Taylor, back to Conyers, lay it in, put it on the board. 59-47, 2:30 to go. It's going to be a foul on Malloy, defending on the wing. Malloy's done a good job tonight of staying out of foul trouble. It's only his second foul tonight. He's given good minutes on defense and on the glass, and he's chipped in with just around 6 or 8 points, which I'm sure is close to his average. Again, taking Stacy to the basket, the kick out to Thomas. He leaves it short. Not there, knocked out by Von Hagel, secured by Schaefer. He's going to take Stacy to the basket, draws contact, spins into Taylor, and just as Taylor draws the charge. Von Hagel telegraphed. That's Schaefer. Schaefer telegraphed that spin move coming from a mile away. Stacy did a good job of turning him, and Taylor did a great job of just setting up under him and drawing the charge. Again, in college or the NBA, that would be a block because they have the restricted circle. But in high school, there's no restricted circle. You can draw that charge anywhere on the court. Of course, Justice Taylor is such a smart player, he wouldn't attempt to draw a charge out inside that circle. He would know, and he would adjust himself accordingly. Taylor to Conyers, a lot of contact, no foul. And then Anacortes coming the other way, trailing by 12. And this is the freshman Beater with the 3, not there. Conyers with the board to Taylor, now up to Stacy. Ball goes to Conyers, going to give it to Taylor. Wisely holds up as he saw Taylor wasn't in the front court. Great recognition by the senior. And the Cougars will run offense. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 1:42 on the game clock. Taylor spins out of it, shoots a 3, leaves it short. Hayes with the rebound. 1:35 to go here. Cougars leading by 12. Much more competitive game than they played in December when the Cougars ran the Seahawks out of their own gym at 70-37. Von Hagel with the drive, draws contact from Stacy. Stacy's called for the foul, and Von Hagel will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Foul number 11 on Stacy, that's his 3rd personal, 15.
3rd foul on Stacy, 15th foul on the Cougars.
Von Hagel will be at the line shooting 2.
That first one is up, and it's good. Second shot is up, and it's off the front rim. Mason Weller for the rebound. Can't quite secure it, goes off his hands. And with 1:17 to go, Seahawks will secure the ball under the baseline. Ball's thrown up in the air to Hayes. He's going to take Malloy to the basket. Little pump fake, and he lays it in. Jacob Hayes with the basket. Ball comes into Stacy. Von Hagel knocks it away. Out of bounds. Cougar ball. 1:09 to go. Cougs lead by 9. Ball comes into Weller. And there's a foul on, it looks like, from the way he's gesturing, Frydenlund for the push. And indeed, that's what the referee says. It's 1-1, and actually he calls it 1-1. It's actually 2 shots. So Weller to the line for 2 shots. First one is up, and it's good. Well, their second shot is up, and it's good. Cougars again by 11, 1:07 to go. Wiener with the drive, tries to kick it to Friedenlund. Intercepted by Stacy, give it to Taylor on the run. Misses the lay-in. Hayes with the rebound, pops it out to Friedenlund. Knocked away, but off the Cougars' last. 53 seconds to go. 61-50 Cougar lead. Remember, Cougars trailed by 3 at the half. And now Justice Taylor, oh no, Malloy is coming out. Andrew Malloy put in a great shift tonight. And he is taking his curtain call. Applause. Thomas guard by Conyers, and now Conyers reaches in for the steal. Von Hagel is fouled. It's going to be a common foul. That's just the 6th foul on the Cougars tonight so far in the second half. So it's going to be an inbounds play. 38.5 seconds left to go in the game. Ball comes inbounds, and the lay-in is missed by Barton. And you know it, Justice Taylor with the ball. You see Stacy running long. There's Weller, kicks it out. Now the Cougars are going to play a little bit of catch and keep it away. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 20 seconds left in the game. Seahawks are not going to foul. They're going to let the Cougars take one more shot, and then they're going to have the ball the last shot. Taylor on the dribble drive. He shoots up the 3 with the clock running to 0. Not there. Thomas with the rebound. He comes across court, gets it to Hayes. Hayes just throws one up nonchalantly, and it's out. The Lakewood Cougars come back from a 3-point halftime deficit, and they beat the Anacortes Seahawks tonight, 61-50. Justice Taylor put this team on his back and carried them to victory. They will now go to Mount Vernon on Monday night and play the winner of the Linden-Squalicum game. I think Mount Vernon will be live streaming it on their live stream network. So that's going to be our last event of the night of the year of this winter sports season. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks to Kay Thronson, Melanie Irish, Nancy Connor, Baldy Sean on the backside, Laura Leach on the front side monitoring the computer. I'm Dale Leach. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the game, as we are going to see you next for boys soccer. Otherwise, that's it for us on the live stream. Good night, everybody.